Hey everybody, it's Rick Utzer here again with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. All right, so I know I teased you guys about slugs, and I'm not quite sure. Do I tell you, do I spoil it right now? Or do I make you watch the whole video? I think I'm gonna spoil it and just tell you, this is a slug shooting son of a gun. Maybe that'll make you wanna watch the whole video. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. On our last video, we were shooting pellets. A lot of them were over 1,000 feet per second. Just so you know, 30 cal pellets at over 1,000 feet per second are gonna struggle for like really tight accuracy. You really need to get that down around 900, and then you're gonna see that improve. But at 1,000 feet per second, I mean, we really should be able to push slugs. And I bet you, you guys, that's what you wanna know. Does this thing have the capacity to be a slug gun? Well, yeah, I mean, we're going to show you today. I got 3 slugs here on the table. I've got some 54 grain ZANs. I've got the FX hybrid slugs, and I've got some samples. Now, I don't know if these are the fully released ones or if these are just pre-production samples. I don't know, but thank you, Joe, of the knockout slugs. And we're going to see how they do. The other thing we've done is I've thrown a 0 dB moderator on the end of this, and it's one of those things where your ears hear different than the piece of equipment does, because I put that on there and it was just such a more enjoyable and pleasurable shooting experience. It just was so much quieter to my ears. The meter, however, still picked up 115 dB, so it's not like backyard friendly, I wouldn't say. And I don't know that you'd want to be shooting 100 foot-pounds in your backyard, okay? So just think about that for a minute. But as far as just I don't know, the shootability, as far as the comfort level of shooting it, I don't find myself getting anxious about the noise or anything. It's just a much nicer shooting experience with a moderator on the end. I happen to have the 0 dBs in stock and 30 cal, so I threw one on. That's what we're testing. But it's 1/2 UNF, guys. If you've got something that'll work, throw it on there. You're going to like the results. Now, I don't know if the moderator's improving our accuracy. The group we just shot as a test group, which you guys would be seeing on the video if my sister puts the picture up, that was with the FX hybrid slugs, and that was one of the best groups we've gotten out of the rifle, full stop. So did it help? Maybe. Let's shoot the rest of these slugs and find out. I will be running the chronograph because like the 54s were close to 120 foot-pounds, about 118 and some change. So that's a lot. I mean, we're way over 100 foot-pounds here once we switch to these slugs. So let me just get this set up. We'll be right back. We'll do some shooting. All right, let's go ahead and get some slugs shooting here. Oh, slugs. All right, so the FX hybrid slugs, they're 44.5 grain. They are the lightest. I think maybe we'll shoot lightest to heaviest today. We'll shoot 2 mags, and then we'll top it off, because the heavier you go, it does tend to use a little bit more air. I want to make sure we're staying on the reg for these tests. As a hunting rifle, 2 full mags consistently. This thing, I'm telling you, Rick talks about this is the year of airgun hunting, and I am right with him. Okay, now the one thing you will get a workout driving these slugs home. Umarex, if this is in your I don't know, purview to do a little manufacturing change, I bet you what's happening is the rifling is way back here towards the opening of the breech. If you could move that forward just a wee bit, we could get our slugs in a whole lot easier. It's not the O-ring. It is the slug being forced into the rifling, and it's going in hard. But that does mean that we're gripping that rifling something fierce. So, all right, FX hybrid slugs. Let me make sure we're running. We are. All right, so I'm going to shoot top target, top center. And the group you're seeing up there already is what we just shot a little while ago with the FX slug. So let's see if I can repeat this here. It's 103 foot-pounds.
1018.
Okay, that's a lot of wind. Let that pass. Just don't want to lose my camera or my target. Okay.
$1,018. $1,018. $1,018.
Got impatient. That wind is really picking up, guys.
$1,018.
Okay. All right, so everything over 100 foot-pounds, we got 5 shots essentially in one hole. Call it the wind, call it my nerves, whatever it was, but when I'm staring at a 5-shot group that is smaller than the end of my binky, I was like, yay! But then, you know, we have what we have, the guy behind the trigger. I think that really speaks for itself, guys. Is this thing a slug shooter? Hell yeah. Little adjustment on the scope, you could bring that center. Now, I don't know what that's going to do at 100 yards, 150 yards, but we're over 1,000 foot per second. Now, just process that. Over 1,000 foot per second with slugs. If they maintain their stability, man, I don't know what the limits are. I'm not that much of a slug shooter. You guys are slug shooters more so than I am, but I won't tell you, that impresses the ever hell out of me. Let's move over to the knockouts. All right, so these are 50.15. They go in easier. They don't need as much effort to get in the breech like the FX slugs do. But I think, again, if Umarex could just, and maybe this would screw everything up. So obviously, you guys at Umarex, you're the engineers. You have the people on the payroll that know if this is going to work or not. But if you could just give us a little more room to get the slugs in, that'd be a little bit easier for us to run them. All right. All right, so I'm going to go to the bottom center here. And we're all set. So these are 50. Let's see how we do. I'm just going to aim dead center, and I don't plan on adjusting. I'm just going to let it group.
$995.
110 foot-pounds.
$990. $993. $988. 988. 990. 993.
Okay, so we're all over, way over 100 foot-pounds. They spread out. Okay, so between the JSB and the FX are the clear favorite. And I will probably reshoot another FX group just for giggles. What we're gonna do now before we shoot the ZANs is top the gun off because I wanna make sure we're on the reg. So we're gonna go do that. I'll reset the cameras. We'll be right back. Okay, we have a full gun. Let's go ahead and set up for the 54s. These are ZAN Slugs. And I didn't know much about these. These are, my buddy Brian brought these out. And we've been shooting them in 22. And I've been pretty pleased with them in 22. So just kind of a cool product. What we'll do is we'll, just in the bottom, in the video description, if you guys are interested in these, we'll put a link. I think you can buy them direct, which is kind of pretty cool. Not that I want to cut our fellow airgun suppliers out of the loop, but you know, if you can buy direct, that's kind of cool too. All right, so these are here. We'll go ahead and get us set up. Save that. Settings. So this is going to be ZAN. ZAN Slugs. 54 grain. Okay. New string. Okay, so these are the heaviest we got. One of the things I just let you, oh, those went in nice. Okay, so real quick, I went down to the target to reset the camera. Wind is blowing crazy down there. So as we saw those pellets push out to the high, upper left, that's the direction the wind is going, right to left, pretty hard down there. So we don't really get it as much right here because we have the cover and we're sheltered. Let me just tell you, the wind is ripping down there. So some of that sort of push of the JSB Slugs may be due to wind. I'm not sure. We can definitely do some more testing later, but it's pretty windy. More so than when we were shooting the FX Slugs. All right, let's get rolling here. So I'm gonna go left side, second one down on the left. Yeah, the wind is really pushing. And again, I'm just going to hold dead center and let them fall where they fall. Way high. Boy, those go in so much nicer. We're at 118, 119 foot-pounds, by the way. $993. 993. 990. 990. That one drills the center. Okay. I don't know if the wind is just giving us a fit, guys. Those shot a lot better in some other tests we've done. But I think what we need to do is run another set of the FX Slugs and see if they're suffering the same sort of push that I think what's happening to the others. If those still shoot great, then we pretty much have nailed down what slugs you want to be running. So let me load up the mag. We're going to give those a shot one more time into the breech. Pardon the pun. Okay. Time to get our workout. All right. I'm going to go to the right side, second one down, and let's see where we hit. Are we connected? Yeah. Wait, new string, here we go. Wow, that wind is pushing hard. Give it a minute. Okay. At least it's consistent. 1016, 1016, 1016. All right. Oh, I'm tired. That was a lot of work, but okay, so it did push a little bit with the wind, but I'm still seeing a pretty awesome group, guys. 50 yards, and I wish I could express to you how, now the wind stops. I wish I could express to you just how windy it is today, because you really don't get that sense here. The mics block it and all that other stuff. But it's windy. It's very windy. So the other slugs seem to be affected far more than the FX slugs. I've got 3 groups of FX that are fairly consistent in size across different environments. I think that just testifies that if you want to shoot slugs out of this, at least in my limited assortment of options right now, boy, those FX slugs are crushing it. I look forward to getting production models of the JSBs. I had different results earlier. They shot a little bit better. So who knows? Who knows how that's going to play out? I also had better results with the ZANs earlier. So again, but I've had absolutely consistent results with the FX slugs. They are driving, and we're all over, easily over 100 foot-pounds and over 1,000 foot per second. So if that's your goal, slug gun, over 100 foot-pounds, over 1,000 foot per second, this thing is absolutely getting it done. Guys, that's going to be it. I want to thank all of our sponsors. We've got a lot of them here. We've got Umarex for the rifle and the scope, FX for the slugs and the Crony. Brian is not an official sponsor, but we'll thank Brian for bringing over the ZAN pellets and for hanging out. You guys don't see him, but he's sitting over there. And without him being here, we wouldn't be getting this done. So you guys say thank you to Brian. But yeah, we've had a lot of fun today. I think this is probably going to be our last official video. I think we're going to go have some fun now. If this has been fun. We're going to just go have fun off camera. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you want to know anything about the stuff, the links will be in the video description. My name is Rick Utzer here with AirgunWeb, your home for old school airgun reviews and where we tell you the facts, not fluff. Thanks for watching.